Salutations, Utopians. Hope all is well in your world. Global here. Um, Wanted to talk a little bit about what an extravagant night it was for LA sports. First and foremost, I had the honor and privilege of watching USC versus UCLA. USC is sixth ranked, pulling off an extreme upset. Juju Watkins, Queen Juju. I mean, it is literally a it's no exaggeration. We're talking about a living legend, a walking legend. Okay, just unbelievable when you really think about it. Like, she is really up there with Jackie Joyner, FloJo, like all the like prestigious, legendary woman athletes in the month where there's a women's sports uh, celebration day dedicated to women in sports. Juju Watkins is uh, the poster child of that actual category right now. I mean, it's really unhuman when you think about it. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? 38 points, 6 3-pointers, 11 boards, 5 assists. Mind you, in the second and third quarter, nobody from USC except Juju scored. And then to top that all off, had a whopping 8 blocks to upset arguably the best 5 in the nation, and Lauren Betts, who has announced this week will be returning to UCLA for next season's campaign. Her sister is coming down the pipeline, I guess family first, right? And so they were unbeaten up until tonight. And in the big picture, that's a major weight off their shoulders. Sometimes you just, being perfect can cloud things a little bit, but wow. I mean, it's unfortunate it got moved to Peacock because the world should have seen this. It should have been on ESPN, but I'm sure they have their reasons. But just what an amazing performance tonight. It's truly breathtaking. There's no other way to say it. This is no hyperbole. We are watching a living legend. Now, what I want to talk about is the Ben Simmons acquisition, and I really honestly regret not making a quick short video the night it was announced. I'm so happy for this dude, man. It feels like in life there's just certain players in careers, and everyone can relate to this, where all your shortcomings become full circle moments for your defining moment. And in Philly, there was a time where he was looked at as the the next thing after LeBron. So much so, the media was almost ready to move LeBron, long gone over a decade ago, crazy as it is. And things happen, psychologically, physically, a lot of things happen, as we all know. The fallout ultimately led to him feeling as though he was scapegoated by now Milwaukee Bucks head coach Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid. And the only last man standing from that situation is Joel Embiid, who's barely standing today due to lower extremity injuries. That is looking like it's going to cut his season and his campaign short this year. Ben, on the other hand, has been patient. Remember, he was swapped for James Harden, ironically. And now the Clippers are in the Intuit Dome, and they are on the same team. He was kindly bought out by the Brooklyn Nets to go be free and do what was best for him. And, after many trade deadlines and speculations, he was finally in control of his own destiny. The man lost out on a lot of money over the years, missing time, having to fight in court to get his money at least. And then, ultimately being left in the middle of nowhere. There was a time where this guy was afraid to shoot the ball, for goodness sakes. It appeared. And so to see him tonight, and they go against Utah, and first of all, it was believed, I don't know if it was officially believed, but I heard the announcer saying that it was anticipated he was going to do 20 minutes. He does 27. He drops 12 points in that 27 minutes, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. Mind you, the 3 steals and the 1 block, he's joining on already second-ranked Clippers defense. The Jazz have a 12 12th ranked efficient offense in the NBA. Don't get it twisted. Just because they don't win a lot of games, they got a lot of individual talent, and one of the more talented front lines. Filipowski from Duke, rookie, well-rounded player. Sky's the limit. We all know about Markin, and Golden State did everything they could, every different type of trade scenario to make that deal work. Um, and one of the rare big men in the NBA who actually can shoot the three from 35, even holds records for best three-point percentage for a 7-footer all time, I believe. And being 6'11", 7 feet, that's priceless. Just signed a big $200 million contract. And then, last but not least, John Collins, who was over there originally with the Hawks. And he's an explosive three-level scorer, athletic, physical, everything you can ask for. So, it's just their 1 through 3 that starts to get murky, right? And so they don't have that freak athlete yet. They haven't found their new Donovan Mitchell. They got some nice prospects. I like Isaiah Collier for sure. He's showing sparks of brilliance. Speaking of USC, little disastrous last year. So unfortunately, the maturation process as a prospect didn't go the way he wanted. But he definitely had the eyes of scouts. Phoenix took a tryout with him, if I'm not mistaken, during the combine. But back to Ben Simmons, I mean, the first things that really immediately stuck out, how effortlessly he flowed within the offense. Norman Powell, who's having an all-star caliber year, scoring about mid-30s. I think he's almost at 40% from three, close to 90 free throw. Don't quote me on it. And has been an excellent finisher, has found his opportunity with Kawhi. Obviously, season starting off kind of slow. And real quick side note, that's another reason why I have so much enthusiasm about this acquisition of Ben Simmons via buyout market, because now you're not just waiting around for when it's Kawhi. They needed something more this year. All year it felt like that. Yeah, you guys are winning games. Yeah, you're doing something. But they need more. Something. They need more star power. And Ben Simmons, do I think he can be who he was rookie year and all that from LSU? No. That window is closed. But the athletic window might have shrunk a little bit. But the knowledge, the patience, the maturation psychologically has advanced him. So it's almost an even trade-off. And he's calmed down at this age. You can tell it's just basketball, as LeBron likes to say. So when you watch him, and Norman Powell was able to go out and drop 41, and he played 40-something odd minutes. James played 49 minutes, still was able to get his 31 and 10, 31, 32 and 10, with 7 assists, just shy of a trip dub. Who's another surprising emerging player. I couldn't see this much coming from him. But honestly, when this much production, obviously, when you see that they're able to still stay within their flow and he doesn't interrupt and he still has a generational vision, Ben Simmons that is, and then being the two-way threat, he even spent time at the 5 in overtime. He was the sole starter. Zubac was on the bench. And he did a tremendous job. He did an exemplary job at the 5, anchoring the paint, and was still making great reads to, Batum, who had some huge plays. Crazy how long he's been in the league, 15 plus years. And just the Clippers have a new lease on life, honestly. And I could honestly even say they might be a little bit better than the Phoenix Suns. There's no telling what it can be. Don't forget they got Derrick Jones Jr. still. Anything can happen in a 7-game in the West right now. And so it's a great feel-good story. You can really feel like it's an open road. For whatever reason, there was blockages and just, I don't know what was going on prior to all the, pit stops prior. We could, dissect all we want, but no one officially really, truly understands. But it just has a different, aura, vibration about it, where it's just like it's an open road. The sky's the limit. Do what you want. And, I'm just very excited for Ben, man. This is one of the better feel-good stories. As you all know, Jahlil Okafor got called up with the Indiana Pacers. Markelle Fultz is on the Sacramento Kings. And he's not just on there. They actually have a need for him. Tonight they were very sloppy. and they disappointed tonight. But he didn't get really any action at all. So that looks promising, though, when he gets his opportunity and his chance. Now that De'Aaron Fox is off to San Antonio, and Devin Carter still, nursing some injuries that have caused a massive delay to his rookie year. But I do believe he has a very bright future, making no mistake about it. But I'm just very enthusiastic about the future for Ben. Honestly, I like this match a lot for the Clippers. Gives T. Lue another, more options, more versatility with respect to the lineups, and so when you can be unpredictable like that, schematically, the sky's the limit. Kudos to Ben Simmons. I hope this is a full circle moment. We really get to appreciate that moment that we were deprived of, because he is truly one of the best when healthy, and still can be that in his own way. I hope this was an informative video, Utopians. I'll try to do better next time. Global out.